Also changing are prices at the pump. It feels like every time you drive by a gas station, there's a new price on those billboards. A lot of people very concerned about how high gas prices could go. The Environmental Protection Agency has announced it will allow nationwide summer sales of higher ethanol gasoline blends in a move aimed at boosting fuel supply and easing costs ahead of peak driving season. Courtney Cortright with our sister station WGRZ reports.
The Environmental Protection Agency is taking new action to ease rising gas prices using a familiar strategy. Officials are once again using temporary fuel waivers to allow more ethanol in gasoline.
I think that the action of the government right now is to try to alleviate some of that pressure on our expectations of gas prices being brought into higher prices for all goods across the board.
Joelle LeClaire, chair and professor of business economics and public administration at Buffalo State University, says using more ethanol means less oil-based gas needs to be burned, helping lower prices at the pump.
By doing that, we're reducing the gas price that we're going to be paying at the pump. So, it's just going to reduce prices of gas right now.
Most gasoline sold in the U.S. contains 10% ethanol, known as E10. E15, which has 15% ethanol, is normally restricted during the summer because environmentalists say higher ethanol can worsen air pollution.
What happens is that we do harm the environment more by production of ethanol. And so that's why normally we don't permit that.
But LeClaire says the emergency waiver is about compromise, lowering gas prices now while accepting some environmental trade-offs.
In this case, we're making that a little bit of a trade-off, and we're saying, you know what, we are better off if our families are able to afford the basics, which is true, than if we are not, and at the same time, we're going to take a little hit in terms of what's happening to our environment.
Important information there. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that reporting.